Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for joining me on another episode of What is Going On in Karahan, Tepe. Oh, girlfriend lost her hat. What is going on in Karahan, Tepe? This is a short update. We're going to be having a look at the face at Karahan, Tepe, and I'm going to be raising a couple of things that were brought to my attention from Ancient Architects, a fantastic YouTube channel. Give them a like and subscribe. And this is the purpose of my YouTube channel, is simply to direct you to more authoritative places where you can get a better insight into what is going on in Karahan Tepe, because I don't know. I speculate, I hypothesize, but frankly, there's some people with much better insights into this whole shenanigans than I've got. And the one that I want to direct you to today is from a video that was done by Ancient Architects around the 5th of June. So, you know what? I'll be honest. That's only just before I started this channel. That is only a very short period before I started this channel. So I think I can be forgiven. I can be excused. I can be allowed to make incorrect, or not incorrect, but I can be allowed to make the occasional wild, bold claim that ends up being a little bit incorrect. And you know what? We don't know if this guy's correct. We don't know. They're hypothesizing just as much as I am. But if you were going to say that, you know, credibility is subscriber count, I'll be honest, they're winning. They're winning. Okay, so what I would draw your attention to is that you'll notice from the pictures that I've stuck in here that the appearance of the enclosure AB of Karahan Tepe, which, I don't know, I guess to me it looks like a hairbrush, maybe that's how I would describe it. It looks like the needles of a comb inside of a container. That actually looked apparently quite a lot like a Roman hypocaust. Hypocaust. Which is a way that the Romans developed. Well, I mean, I say the Romans allegedly. A way the Romans developed to heat water and I guess warm an area. And I guess in Turkey you might have needed that, 11,000 years ago plus. Not that you would need central heating at this point. 10,000 years later, the place is absolutely baking, and really you couldn't want for anything other than maybe a nice cool pool of water. So it certainly wasn't serving the same purpose now. Essentially, what you did was you had a number of stone pillars, which would be covered with tiles. Then there would be some sort of concrete on top, and then finally you would have your body of water, and then the space underneath would be heated with a fire, and then the area that would, through a process of it would transfer the heat from the fire into the water, which, I mean, now we're thinking about, like, I'm just thinking about this, how incredibly complicated does that sound for peoples who were, allegedly hunter-gatherers 11,000 years ago? Like, these people ostensibly had not invented agriculture. They hadn't yet invented the wheel, but might have developed a sophisticated mechanism for heating water that they would have used presumably for like recreation, and maybe, like, obviously bathing is pretty essential, but let's face it, people didn't bathe, the way we do now. You didn't just like take a shower because you had to run for the bus. Thousands of years ago, people were bathing haphazardly. It was just when the opportunity arose, not like I've got a regular day like bathing practice, and I got to, rinse off the dust and detritus. This was like just, when you could. How likely do we think that is? I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm kind of like, this sounds far-fetched, but I don't know. Anyway, this was a theory put forward by the ancient architects, and I thought it was worthwhile commenting on because I put forward an opposing theory. Well, I don't like. Why would the face be underneath the pillars, which would presumably be underneath the floor? That would be my only thought about where this theory might fall down. If you have any thoughts, would like to direct me to someone else who's done much better research than I have, please do it in the comments, because I would be very grateful.